I'm James Cridland, the radio futurologist. I was in Malaysia last week. Here are a few things you might not know about Malaysia. 25% of people in Malaysia are Chinese speakers. I genuinely had no idea about this. So it turns out that Chinese language radio is pretty popular there. Also, 25% of people in Malaysia are English speakers. I knew English was big, but not that big. So go through the FM dial and you'll find lots of English-speaking radio stations. In a taxi, I listened to Astro's Light FM, a kind of relaxing AC station, one with a fearsome amount of travel news, and a presenter who was quite keen to play short YouTube clips of one of the recent Coachella concerts. I was there for the Commercial Radio Malaysia conference, revealing the latest audience figures to ad planners and marketers. Some of these figures were simply astonishing. The US gets excited about its 93% of people tune in every week figure, but in Peninsular Malaysia, that figure's an even more impressive 97.2%. Indeed, it's one of the highest figures in the world. Of interest to me, the average number of radio stations listened to in Malaysia is just 2. That figure's over 4 in the UK, for example, and probably means stations don't overlap with each other too much. I then spoke a lot about how radio is changing across the world, and people laughed at the right places, and it was all a nice positive experience. And the next day I held a training session on how to get the most out of your content, reusing on other platforms and ensuring that it's shared and made available for longer than radio's typical shelf life of broadcast it once and it's gone. I learnt a lot from them. Facebook is huge in Malaysia, and they use Facebook Live particularly to connect with listeners in ways I've not seen before. Chatting after both events, Malaysians are fascinated and worried about Donald Trump, hardly surprising given it's a Muslim country, and also curious and appalled about Brexit, the UK's withdrawal from the European Union. They don't understand how either Trump or Brexit could ever have happened, and I can't really help them much with either. But when Tiger Beer is on special, it doesn't matter too much. The event celebrated the good things happening with Malaysian radio. All commercial radio stations are now using the same radio research, good for the industry and for advertisers alike. A united and vibrant Commercial Radio Malaysia industry body is reaching out to advertisers and making them excited about radio in all its forms. In Malaysia, radio is united, keen to show that it makes a difference, and keen to display how joined up it is to advertisers who have more choice than ever. We can learn much from the country in how to work together for the benefit of the industry at large. I look forward to going back soon. You can get my weekly newsletter at james.crid.land, and until next time, keep listening.